Yo, 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 first smoke of the day. We're back, man. Super special guest in the building today. This is episode 11. I'm here always with my co-host, Blackleaf. Oof. And let this man introduce himself, man.
What it do? What it do? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, huh?
Yeah, what do you want to know about me? Shoot.
Hey, first your name and where you from?
Ed Bass or Bassmaster, whichever you prefer. From Philadelphia.
Philly, huh?
Yeah, guys, how you doing?
Philly in the building, baby.
Philly in the building.
Ed the Bassmaster in the building, man. For anybody that doesn't know, go on YouTube and type it in. Ed the Bassmaster, legend. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Yes, thank you.
We're smoking good in here.
I think I've spent about a decade watching Ed's videos and just going deep, like laughing. I mean, the amount of characters.
Oh, you look at that? He's going deep.
Exactly, bro.
Oh, no, seriously, it's a good release, and your
comedy
shit,
always is.
Man, it's crazy. So talk about let's get into kind of what's going on right now. I mean,
why I'm out here,
yeah,
sure.
LA and everything.
So me and my boy are out here. We're working with Burner from Cookies, who
legendary.
Yeah, who hit me up as a fan and said, "Yo, dude, I'm a fan. I think we could do something together." Magic,
hell yeah.
You know? So I was like, "Yeah, let's go, bro." And I'm an advocate for weed, so it just made sense, and he gets it. So, and his whole crew does too. So they brought us out here to shoot, and we've been shooting some stuff. Not sure where for sure it's going to end up, but the hopes is somewhere, you know.
Oh man, I already know it's going to be so fucking
We've been getting
cool.
some epic stuff. We filmed a bunch of skits already, and we still got a couple more days to go. And I can tell by the footage I've seen and the laughter we've got, we're going to kill it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I already know. Just watching your skits and thinking about the possibilities. Oh, hell.
And, well, it's like filming my skits as I always did, but now with that production value that I've always begged for and wanted.
Damn,
so, crew of like 10 people and audio, 2 guys doing audio, and just all these cameramen and then, surveillance cameras and monitors and watching behind the scenes. So I can just go out and do my thing and not worry about nothing else. It was pretty epic. So
yeah, man,
we got something coming. Yeah.
That's dope as hell. And as you were saying, like the locations, I won't give it away or anything, but all really, really dope spots. And I'm getting the feel that nobody had any idea what was going on. So you got some good reactions.
And everybody that knows me knows that's how I roll. Like,
you gotta,
don't tell me, oh, this guy's in on it. Then no, he's not in on it. He ain't in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we don't roll like that. Like I specifically told them each shoot, like, all right, nobody here knows. Okay, great. Make sure that's the case,
Yeah.
'cause,
you need those reactions.
Yeah. So, we filmed in a gym, but a lot of people saw the Pish Chip Diamond gym video that I did, millions and millions of views. This is better, bro. This is like, because we had permission when we filmed that one, but we had permission here. And not only that, they went in and set up surveillance cameras and tapped the place with mics. So when I went in this Chip Diamond, like the footage was, bro, I was watching behind, the zoom in, on the monitors. Like they could zoom in, they could see every single angle from the gym, and they can zoom all the way into like just crystal clear. And it's like next level shit. Yeah,
man. Yeah, I can't wait for that to drop.
It was cool.
It's going to be dope.
We had a blast, bro.
Hell yeah. Yeah, exactly, bro.
Unreal.
I know. And one of my favorite things you do, bro, just to die, is you went to Florida and you did the guy who's sunburnt and he's got the gold chain. And that skit I've watched 200 times. I go back to it randomly during the day.
Which one? I'm the hacker. Sorry.
He's like, we're here in front of Joe's Marina. Or he's like, and the guy's like, has to stop him. Ah, man.
I did a fishing tournament. That was my character. Can he catch him here?
Yeah, can he catch him?
Stay tuned to find out. Yeah,
bro.
So yeah, he's based off of he's actually based off of a couple guys in particular, Roland Martin and Scott Martin, who were like, I grew up watching Roland Martin. He was my guy, and the bright blonde hair and the golden tan, and then when they take off their shades, the tan line is just ridiculous
with this little accent too.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
So I did that, and those guys love it. And I'm friends with Scott, and I met Roland and stayed at their marina and everything. So
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, they loved it. It was cool. We had a great time.
Dude, it's off the chain. You can go on a deep dive on his Instagram and on his YouTube, and it's just ridiculous.
Oh, 700 videos.
Yeah, exactly.
So when did you, what was your debut on YouTube? When did you start?
I started my YouTube channel in 2006, and it kind of just in about a year started.
I knew it was a lot.
After about a year and a half, it was full time for me.
I think he put me on you about Pack Gods put me on you about 2010. Yeah. I mean, he was like livid. You got to see this guy. Bro, look at this. No, hold on, watch this video. Yeah. And I was like, this is sick.
I think when I discovered YouTube, you were like one of the first ones that I was like, damn, I can just keep watching these funny videos. Right. Like looking at the car.
Yeah, looking at it.
Just look at it. But I'm a reaction guy, even in real life. Like I enjoy laughter and all that thing too, but like there's nothing better than reactions.
The natural reactions out in public are always going to be the best. You know, you can produce whatever you want to produce, but for me, I don't even watch anything. I don't watch any comedy at all. No offense to anybody, but I don't watch stand up. I don't watch scripted shows. I don't have a Netflix account. I don't have none of this shit. Okay. I don't watch any content at all. And I don't really have one good reason. It's just for the most part, honestly, I just don't care. Like, I'm focusing on what I'm doing. So I've pushed all that stuff out. I don't know any movies that are out. So, you know, when I go out and do my thing, like it's just coming from my brain and not something that was in the back of my brain that I saw 2 weeks ago and forgot. And then somebody's called me out on it. Hey, so-and-so did that. I don't want that to happen. That's one of the reasons. But
it comes from a deep place then too. You have nowhere to pull from. So you're just pulling from whatever's deep inside of you and what you're feeling right then.
I don't have material to work off of. I don't know what's going on in politics. I don't know what's going on in anything, you know?
That is crazy because that changes the whole lane of your whole comedy and how you approach it and how you enact it and how you can get it out to the world, basically.
Yeah, it's just, to me, it makes it everything. I want to be original. I don't want to do anything anybody's done on purpose or by accident, you know?
I don't want to be influenced in the wrong ways.
Yep.
You got some huge balls too, because I mean, you're like the last one to break character too. I mean, not even you do. There are some skits where I've watched where everyone else is basically running away, and Ed's still giving people a hard time. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It takes a lot of oomph.
It does. It does. Once I get into character, though, it's full blown. There's like no turning back. I told the guys today when I showed up on set, as soon as I walked on set today as Chip Diamond, they started laughing. I was like, listen, don't start your bullshit. Let me get through this fucking thing, will you?
Exactly. You really got to act it out the whole way, though, because like even like they say Jim Carrey in movies, like when he's doing those movies, like he's that person.
You have to be, bro. You have to be. It's just, I can't explain it because you want it to be real.
Yeah, exactly. Authentic. That's one thing that when I met Ed for the first time, that's the authentic. That's like the best word I could put in. Yeah, man.
This is my first impression too. Just meeting him today is genuine dude, good dude.
Exactly. And then that. But also, man, Ed smokes fire.
Ed does smoke fire.
And that's how I met Lance. Was just he reached out. Did you reach out to me or did I reach out to you? I honestly don't remember.
I reached out to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then just on the strength, my man sent me out some of the shit, the Fruity Goo Goo.
Yeah.
The Fruity Goo Goo was the shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I knew Ed would like that one. I'm like, that's such a different one. And I was like, I got to get this guy something. And then once I knew he smoked, I was like, I got an in. I know there's something that I could at least get to him that he would be like, oh, what is this? You know?
And I've had, some would say the best, you know, and we've been all over and had it all. And when I had the Black Leaf, I was like, yo, that's the best.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
And even after with these guys that I'm out here with, connecting with, and it's not just Burner, I've met a bunch of other people that I've seen all kinds of stuff, bro. Your stuff is definitely legit and definitely up there, top of the top. 100%.
Thank you, bro.
Let me get a pound.
Hell yeah, you already know. You already know. Man, that's dope, bro. And I mean, now it's really turning up. You're seeing all of Cali's flavors.
Yep.
You're really getting to, that's what's cool too. I mean, I know you're a connoisseur like the best of us, so it's probably been kind of cool being out here and literally getting weed thrown at you, I'm guessing, to some degree.
It's like we're just stockpiling. I'm like, I'm sending this shit home in a crate.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
But you know, like sometimes out in Philly, it's hard to find stuff like that out there. And it's hit or miss. Sometimes it's not always, you know, up there. And we're getting spoiled now. So once you get spoiled, you don't want to smoke the other stuff.
So most celebrities have like a guy that goes out and gets girls. Ed's a family guy, so he's got a guy that goes out and gets a bag.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Where's the crippy at?
Exactly.
That's fucking dope, bro. That's dope.
I get that stimmy check, cash that shit.
Oh, fuck. Dude, well, I mean, on that note, so Philly, rough, huh? I mean, you grew up smoking. What'd you get, like haze out there and stuff? Or what were they seeing?
I didn't get into weed really till about when I started doing YouTube, really. I didn't grow up smoking. You know, my whole life I smoked weed a handful of times because all I ever saw was stems and seeds and just shit that like I wasn't even interested in.
Yeah.
And then I started doing YouTube and I was coming out to Cali and I seen everybody smoking weed. I'm like, why is everybody smoking weed out here? Weed's fucking it's shit.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing like this. I'm like, no, I never seen this. You know what I mean? And then I got hook, line, and sink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
hell yeah.
I don't drink, so weed's my thing. And it's just,
Yeah, big joints. I mean, same here, man. I don't really drink either.
What you usually see out in Philly, shit like that.
Yeah, and so when Lance sent that out, I was like, damn, I got spoiled right away, and
there's no going back now.
There's no going back now.
I
actually stopped smoking for a couple weeks because I was like, you know what? If I can't find like the best, I don't even want to do it.
Okay. I mean, damn, that puts the pressure on me. I got you.
I mean, come on, man.
Nah, 100%. I know. Nah, but I mean, dude, that's crazy.
I know. I got your text.
Nah.
This guy won't leave me alone.
I gotta amp up, man. I gotta get certain flavors. I gotta get the Ed flavors put aside, man. He loves the Fruity Pebbles, so I gotta make sure there's always that. But
what are you smoking on right now, Ed?
Yeah.
On this, whatever he gave me, I don't know. That's
some Georgia pie I grew.
Okay, good.
Georgia pie.
Yeah, I grew some Georgia pie, which is actually cookie strain. I grew some out under LEDs and went the distance with it. Real nice. Got some in front of us. I figured Ed would like that. And then I also got a jar of Fruity Pebbles behind me. I brought Ed that I clipped right off the branch, and I wanted him to see something that's not trimmed.
Yeah.
So I know that's kind of crazy, but most people look at it and it looks a little rougher. It looks just different. So I was
all it is a little snip here, a little snip there.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Lance, you were the first guy that actually took me and Ruben. Well, for me, first time ever behind the scenes in a brewery, dispensary.
Talk about that experience.
That was crazy, bro. I never, I don't even know that I've even seen like one legit pot plant in my life, even a single one. And then just to go see hundreds of them.
2,000.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those nuggets growing on it was like, yeah, it was pretty neat, dude, to see that. And then open a refrigerator with like 100 pounds in it. Oh, what was that for the oil or something?
Yeah. All for oil, fresh frozen pounds.
It was a neat experience. And as I got into better quality weed, I want to be knowledgeable of all this stuff and learn it. And eventually like work with different people and grow my own like stuff that we like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, one of the best things, and I know we kind of talked off camera or off mic before this, is getting your own strain, and at the same time finding something that you're like, I could smoke this all day, every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also on top of that, when you gave me the first sample and you set that out, I was like, the best part about that to me was I knew the guy that fucking grew this.
Yeah.
And I never had that before. So that was dope. Yeah. Actually one time I was in Malibu, and the next door neighbor recognized me at this Airbnb we're at, and he brought me over weed. He's like, it was growing right there in that hill.
Hell
and he pointed to the hill, right? And it was, you could tell it was growing outside though, but it was still legit. It was like, wow, he grew this. So it was cool to smoke it,
Malibu finest.
That was some ocean grown.
Yeah. There you go. Real ocean grown.
That's
yeah.
dope.
That is fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
I was in Colorado one time and I bought this crazy ass like $1,800 bong, or it was actually $2,800. And this is in like 2003. And the guy, everyone in the place is looking at me like, is this guy fucking buying this bong? It was on a pedestal. Like, so when I got outside, I had this guy be like, come over here. And I was all nervous, like, yo, this guy's going to try to rob this bong. Right. And I went over there. I was with my girl, and he reaches in his backpack and grabs the biggest handful of bud and was like, you got to break that thing in right, bro. He's like, this same thing. He goes, this was grown right there in that apartment. And I was like, oh, thank you, bro. And I'm like, I got 2 handfuls of like fresh crippy, and and I had to get on the bus because we were in Vail. So I'm on the bus. I'm like stuffing it in my pockets. But yeah, it's a little side. So yeah, it's dope. Come bearing presents. And I'm guessing you've been having a lot of weed thrown at you out here in LA.
Not a whole bunch,
Not
but
too much yet.
But Burner's been taking care of us.
Listen, if you see Ed, throw weed at him.
If you if you with Big Burn, you'll be good now for sure.
Yeah.
Flavors, flavors.
Yeah. And we do my live shows. And when I was, down in Texas and down in Florida, we've had fans bring and show up with gifts, which is nice because, we get into these places. Sometimes we can't get anything.
Yeah.
So people show up and throw something on stage while I'm doing my show.
Yeah,
that's what's up. And we're like, there was one guy when I was doing one bit, I got out on the stage and I'm like, anybody got a light? And people just started chucking lighters at me. And I got a dude right up front handed me a lighter. And I was like, you got a cigarette to go with it, boss? And he's like, yeah. He started laughing. He pulls out a pack of cigarettes, and I grabbed the cigarettes. I was like, I'll get it. And I pulled just a handful of cigarettes out and hand them back the pack. And hold up, oh, one's a pre-roll. I was like, look at this. I showed the crowd. They were fucking dying. And he's like, that's you, boss. That's you.
That's awesome. Right in the cigarette pack. Classic move.
Yeah, man.
Pre-roll in there.
Hopefully his wife knew about it. Yeah.
With doing the skits and stuff, what were you doing when you were doing like live audiences and stuff?
Oh, the live shows. So the live shows is, it's actually crazy because it's new for me. And a lot of people, I got feedback after the fact of the show. After the show, people come like, yo, that was fucking, bro, that was great. We didn't know what to expect. We didn't know what you were going to do because you do hidden camera pranks. I basically went out and freestyled it in each character and just went out in multiple different characters and just mixed it up with the audience. And just, we crushed everywhere we were going. People were loving the shit, bro. They were fucking, and I was feeding off the energy, and the laughs were genuine, and they were just all throughout the whole show. Each character did his own thing and made them just laugh, bro. And it was awesome to be told, you know, this was the best comedy show they ever seen in their life, you know, and hear shit like that.
It's so different. I saw the videos and I was like, damn, that's a different experience.
It's a different experience. And we're in comedy clubs and it's out of the box. Comics show up, they do stand up as themselves. And I get it and I respect that. And then I come through in characters, and some comedians even look down on it like, wait a minute, you know, this is a craft that we work on. And it's like, I get it, but this is a craft also that I've been working on my whole life.
Straight up.
And I put my time in the streets doing it in public in front of a live audience all the time. So a
home run is a home run. If you grip the bat different than he grips the bat, it doesn't matter. You're still hitting it out of the park. And
one of the comics that I worked with, I don't know if you guys know Jeff Dye.
I've heard the name, but I don't know. I haven't seen him.
He's a stand-up comic, and he asked if he could open and MC one of my shows. I was like, yeah, bro, absolutely. I never met him. I didn't hear of him. And then he killed it. My audience loved him. And he said this same thing that you basically said. He's like, you're either funny or you're not. If you make them laugh, that's all that matters. And we did. We made them laugh, bro. We came out and just we killed it, and it was a lot of fun. And right now it's actually on hold because I hired a management team to help me facilitate the tour because I was doing too much and it was too much. So now I have manager, the team, and they're great. And they're designing the poster for the when we release the dates, and it's going to be done right. It's going to be,
hell yeah.
They're going to put some money behind it. And then I'm going to go back on tour probably towards the end of August and go to all these states that I've been promising people. Yes, I'm coming. I promise. Because my fans want me to come see them. And bro, I want to come see them because that shit is fun, dude.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Meeting people just in all these places and just the experience, man. It's a life experience.
The smaller towns and shit. I mean, it's got to be classic and amazing.
Just the whole mix of seeing complete polar opposites and cultures. And, you know, New Orleans is a whole like vibe, and this place is a whole nother scene, you know.
Completely different.
I gotta pee. Can I go leak real quick?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Unreal.
Bro, did you see the behind the scenes he did where he would have people to the dressing room, right? And then he would do like a skit with them in the dressing room. And I mean, that alone could be its own TV thing. Like, I'm watching people come in like, hey, Ed, it's nice to meet you. And then he's in his character and he's like, you know, he does his part. It was fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, he stays in character pretty well.
Bro, ridiculously well.
Yeah, I like that. What are you smoking on right now?
This right now, I rolled up actually some of the weed that Burner gave Ed.
I'm smoking on some Pave right now.
Okay.
I think that's a Pave.
I'm smoking on
Quavo's new strain.
That's what I'm smoking. Quavo's new strains. Yeah, I wanted to try that. I rolled up Ed some Georgia Pie since I figured he'd be smoking something different. You know, he had that already.
What do you
it's along the same lines as we were just talking to Ed. Gas and candy. I think that's the ongoing thing right now. And that's what we were talking before, you know, we even started the podcast, was like gas and candy is really like the flavor profile right now. That's the highlight flavor.
Yeah.
All right, back. Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I know you guys saw me come back, but I'm doing it because the listener didn't realize I was back and I didn't want to be sitting there for.
Ed's back.
I'm back.
By the way. Yeah.
By the way.
He's back.
Oh, man.
What else do you want to rap about?
I love the live skits, and I love the fact that you're getting in some post-production, you know, some real production and all that's coming together now. I was with a few friends of mine at, I forget where it was. It was like a little party or something, but you were
Applebee's?
No, you were filming out here in Hollywood, and it was by a pool, and it was for that movie. What's that movie?
Guest House.
Guest House.
Right.
Exactly. And I had seen you over there, and I kept saying Psh, unreal and from across the pool or whatever.
You were there on the set?
I was there that night because they were also having like a little they had like a party to make the set, right?
Wait a minute, you were there at that?
Yeah, I came. I came after. I came at the end of it.
You were on the set of the Guest House, and you saw me there.
Yeah. At the end, when you had your arm hanging through those last shots, you were hanging, or you were doing the slow mo shots that they like.
That's where you probably said you saw him before. Remember you said when you were like, I think I recognize him. You never know, but yeah.
But anyways, you were filming
Did
that.
we meet at the guest house?
No, so I didn't say what's up or anything. I was there with a few buddies, and it was like a
He was heckling you, Ed.
Where were you at? Like
He was heckling you.
across the pool. Like you guys were underneath that little thing right there.
The
You know,
awning?
the little exactly,
Where
the
the steps
awning.
are?
Your arm was through. You were shooting that shot. You guys kept having to reshoot
was
that
through?
shot. It was through like the thing that was holding the awning, like the bar. You know, it was like a still shot where you guys were all acting like fucked up after the
I don't even remember, dude. To be honest with
party
you,
or something. Yeah, exactly.
shit, I'm trying to remember.
No, but it was funny because I didn't know what the hell you were doing, and then
Neither
months
did I.
later, you
still
didn't even
don't.
know what that was for.
I don't even know, bro. I'm so clueless right now. I want to remember though.
Well, you were filming for Guest House, and then months later, I look on Amazon, I see the movie, I'm watching the movie, had no clue still, and then like see you in there with that part, and was like, holy fuck, I was there.
Did
that
you
night.
know that was a movie that you were at?
I had no clue. It was a party to my knowledge, because you guys
Who
had already.
invited you to the party,
My friends Dubs, they're musicians, DJs.
and they were at the party too.
Their friend owned that house, or they were renting that
They're
house.
like big
and that's
DJs.
why.
Well-known
And that's
DJs.
how you guys got all the kids and all the extras there. I feel like is because they were just like, everyone come over or something, make it look like a party.
I don't know if it's the same movie, dude. There was no kids there.
But I feel like you guys were wrapping the shoot and people came to party after.
I don't know if I was there to be honest with you. Are you sure I was there for 100%?
Yeah, for sure.
It was Ed Torian. It was a different Ed. It was Ed the horse.
I don't know if he's fucking with me.
I'm losing you here, Ed. This fucking weed you gave him burners got him all shot out. Holy
What happened
shit.
is, bro, I pretty much forgot everything. So.
No, but you probably filmed so much.
in the movie, when is your one part? Isn't it at the beginning or the end? In the guest house. Did you even watch the damn movie, bro?
No. Yeah, actually, I had a watch party at my house, and I know I'm in the opening scene, but it's kind of like B-roll shots.
That's what it was. That's where I was at.
And then
when you were doing it.
and
at
then I'm in the
house.
movie
Yeah.
with a couple lines.
Exactly. That was
Towards
different.
the end.
But that was completely different. So
Yeah.
I was there for those B-roll shots when you were wrapping it up at the end. And it was just funny saying that shit over the pool. I could tell you were tired as hell. You probably been shooting all day. It was like midnight. And people started coming over to that house just to like, they're having to get together.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So it was funny that I had seen you there. And then months later, during COVID, when I'm bored as hell, I'm watching the movie. And here we got Ed in there. And I was like, holy fuck, I was there that night when they were shooting that. It's funny.
Was I in that movie, or you don't remember? Was I actually in that movie, or you don't know?
Guest house, yeah. Motherfucker.
now I'm confused, and I listened to the whole thing.
This guy's got me doubting myself right now. Like, what? He's like, wait a minute.
I can't wait to see you out here, man. I want to.
Yeah, man.
People got to see that. Basically the comedy show you put on is so unlike anything else I've seen, man. It's so dope. Just even the little Instagram posts you make, I rewatch, because I was telling Pat Gods that when people come and meet and greet you, that's a whole show on its own.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, that's off the chain.
Yeah. We have fun, bro. Everywhere we go, we have fun. And it's just like, is this real? Is this real? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm staying at the Cookie's house, and I'm looking out my where I'm sleeping, you know, my bed. They gave me the master bedroom at the house, and it's just overlooking the pool in the Hollywood Hills. I'm like,
That's
this-
fucking dope, man.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
It's really evolving.
Burner is a fucking
Doing it right.
a real dude, bro.
Yeah.
He's doing it right, and he's a real guy, and he surrounds himself with like the best crew and characters that everybody comes through that he fucks with. I would fuck with.
He's building one of the largest, if not the largest, cannabis companies in the whole world.
Wow.
He's
bring
halfway there, you know, meaning as far as like his engine, the thing is burning hot. They're cranking. They're
What's
in
this
every
guy's
state.
name?
Nah, his government-
What's
yeah.
this guy's name?
We don't do government.
Buddy.
I know he's got some great guys around. He got Powers
Yeah, man.
Up. I saw you. He has a couple breeders that were around you. Jigga, his buddy Jigga. I mean, some of the legendary guys in
Compound.
the industry, Compound Genetics. All
shout
these
out
guys are very highly coveted guys. I mean, some of the best breeders in the industry. I saw the picture of you. Somehow you were cutting the ribbon.
Oh,
for
the ribbon at the Cookies Santa Ana grand opening. Yeah. So that was Burner's idea. The first day that we got here was to shoot me just trolling them. He's like, Burner basically, he knows what I do. So he basically said, come out here, do your thing, bro. And I wrote everything that we shot was my idea. Like I said, this is the scenario for this. This is this. And he trusted me and I trusted him, and it worked. And it worked. First shoot at the Cookie Santa Ana opening, you know, I'm just trolling people walking around, you know, and
and then you were cutting the ribbon.
Cutting the ribbon. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So they were like, yo, Burner's about to cut the ribbon. Maybe should go out there and be there for that. And I said, maybe I should go cut it my damn self. And they're like, oh shit. And I said, nobody tell Burner, nobody tell Burner. And I was trying to get through the crowd to cut it, because I was going to do it like, because if you watch it, there's a video of it. We both cut it. Like he cuts it first, and then I cut it like right at the same time.
It looked the same time.
At the same time, right? But the idea was I wanted to go up when he wasn't even paying attention, talking to people, just snip and walk away. And he turns around and it's cut. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, bro.
And they told me his homies, they said, do it. You know, they told me to do it. Yeah, because he's cool. He's funny.
He's got a green light around. That's dope. His crew's like that. They're like, yeah, get him.
Yeah, his crew's funny, bro. Their sense of humor is funny. And me and Burner, and we got the same type of sense of humor. So it just clicks. It vibes, dude. He gets it. He gets me.
Yeah.
And his crew is legit, dude.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
He puts good people around him. Similar to you do, man. I mean, you got your manager here, right?
Ruben's not my manager.
Okay.
He's, my assistant, best friend, basically.
Right-hand man.
Right-hand man.
Yeah.
Does whatever I ask him. I do whatever he
I
asks.
see you moving, he's moving. That's dope, man.
Crucial.
Yeah, it is, especially with where Burner's moving. I can't wait to see you have the platform now. This is going to be so dope to see this roll out.
Yep.
Yeah, straight up. What do you think it's going to roll out into, maybe?
Burner wants to make 3 of these like hour-long films and pitch them to Netflix. So, could it go? I mean, I'd like a series on whatever happens, a series on Netflix, the live shows, whatever, man. I'm just rolling with it, man. I'm making a living
behind it, though.
I'm making a living just hanging out and being me and hanging out with my friends, and, and being able to sit home with my family when I'm not traveling. I can do whatever I want, dude. It's like, it's crazy, bro. It's unheard of. Like, all the people that I grew up with and I'm still friends with, they're working real jobs, bro. And I feel like, damn, that sucks, man.
Seriously.
And all I did was make people laugh, and I'm fucking, it doesn't make sense to me, but it's all good, bro.
It's like people, when they get off work, what do? They pay to be entertained. Such a big part of life.
Yeah.
Like, we just learned that this last year at COVID. It's like, damn, it's priceless to have human interaction, and entertainment and is like priceless.
When COVID was going on, my stories, I had so many people saying, thanks for keeping me going through COVID. So that kept me going too, to keep producing everything. And those were just my Snapchat, Instagram stories, whatever. And I got, I got a loyal audience that tunes in. Thousands of people every day are watching my stories, and I don't know. I'm just having fun thinking of funny shit in my head and putting it out there, and they're saying I'm keeping them going. Well, fine, whatever. I'll keep it going then.
Definitely are, man. I mean, I watch it every day during COVID. I was on it. I was commenting. I'm liking, I'm watching.
I've been loving it for years. Man.
Yeah.
Straight up. I've been loving it for years, man, since the beginning.
And it's dope too, because I mean, it's always something different with you.
Yeah.
It's never.
There's
it's
so
not
many
the
characters.
Same
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Talk about some of the characters, and like, how do you come up with these characters?
The characters is just, I've always been I'm an observer, and I'm a psychologist, really, is what I am. And I could sit there and I can watch somebody, and it's weird, bro. Like, I can read somebody really well, and I can absorb people very.
You've been around a lot of different type of personality types.
Energy. And dude, like, I'll watch a character that is in a group of people, and I'm watching them, and I'm like, nobody else, you guys aren't seeing this?
You get infatuated.
And I get infatuated with it, and I study it, and I get obsessed with it. And then next thing I know, I'm talking like that guy in my bedroom at night by myself. I'm like, whether it ever surfaces the video, people like say, well, you gonna develop any new characters? I could develop 100 new characters tomorrow, dude, if I need to. Right now, I'm having fun with my characters that are my other identities, really.
Yeah.
And when an opportunity comes, like with Burner, okay, let's add 3 new characters to this movie. I got you, bro. We'll fucking do it in 5 minutes.
Wow.
Because I observe and I can really emulate it really well. It's hard to explain,
So you meet a character in real life, you emulate their movements, their mannerisms, how they sound, how they dress,
and turn the volume up.
And then you just exaggerate it more.
Exaggerate it a little bit.
It's fucking funny.
Yep. Every one of my characters, Mumbles is
the truth.
Yeah. Mumbles, my cowboy that, wears a cowboy hat, Western character, just goes out and came on fashions. He came on action, Brian, I'm going to ask what they say, and just mumble to people. And just fuck with them, go in the hood, Mumbles in the hood, and going on, you know what I mean? And just taking them in different places. And he was direct. I mean, I got him from my sister's best friend growing up. Her dad talked exactly like that.
Holy.
And I'd be around him and hear him, hey, keep on Papa, she had me with foreign Texas. And I'd say, what the hell is he saying, dude? And I'd start impersonating him. And then I just built a character around it. And Always Testy is just like every knucklehead from Philly, dude. Like, there's so many out there, characters out there. There's so many Testies in Philly.
That East Coast.
And everybody knows a Testy. I always hear, man, we got a family member. We got a Testy in our family.
Straight up.
And we got a Ronnie in our family. Yeah, dude, it's real. So
bro, how funny is that? Every character, people, I mean, it's someone in the family. They're like, we got one of them.
All my characters people can relate. And I mean, and some people even think some people have seen my videos, or they might have seen one video and thought that character was a real person. Like I met a dude in Philly in a convention center. He was a janitor there, and I'm sitting there rapping to these two girls, and there's hidden camera, and I'm Testy with the Eagles jersey and the jorts all the way down to the ankles. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fly. What's going on, girls? What's up, ladies? And this young kid comes up and he's like, yo, man, you look like a dude I seen on the internet. His name Always Testy. I'm like, yeah, that's me, dog. That's me. He goes, yo, you fucking hilarious, dog. You hilarious. And I'm like, yeah. They some kids took some video of me and shit, put it online. That shit, it circulated. You know what I'm saying? And and I never broke character, and I just stayed in character. And I was like, that was what's up. He thought I was really Always Testy in real life.
Bro, there's levels.
And those girls probably were like, holy shit, who is that?
Yeah. There's levels of it. It's literally like levels of comedy.
No, there is, man. And it's cool. These characters, like you transfer, I can tell you live them every day. And that's how you bring them, deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yep.
Because even just to get into talk about when you're getting into a character, or when you're building a character, does it take you a little while to be able to have like full conversations as that character, or you can just hop into it?
Yeah, I can hop into any situation, anything. And that was when I started doing the shows. I started thinking about, what am I going to write? What am I going to do? And I was having anxiety for a minute. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going out with 5 characters and I'm not writing a single joke down. And that's exactly what I did. And I went out and just freestyled it. Like basically it was my characters as stand-up comedians. That's all I kept in my mind. I said, okay, I'm going out there as Ronnie, and how would Ronnie do stand-up comedy? And it fucking worked. I'm like, yeah, what's up, guys? I don't got no jokes. Yeah, I mean, I don't write shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I just go out, tell my life story, whatever, and just start talking to people, and really working off the audience, like very interactive with the audience members, bro. And then Chip Diamond comes out, dude. At the end, we save him for last, and I come out as him eating a fucking handful of pistachios and throwing the shells like at random people, but not even seeing them. So like he's just like he's at the doctor's office waiting, doesn't even see the audience, and they're just rolling at this,
To this day,
that's fucking dope.
My favorite skit is the one where he's at the furniture store as Chip Diamond. And he sits down and he's eating pistachios and he tosses them and he puts his leg up on the fucking coffee table and it falls over and breaks. And the guy's like, doesn't know what to do. And then the best part ever, the highlight of, I mean, I've laughed at this 1,000 times, is when he goes, he shows you the beds and you turn around and do a 180 full leaping jump into the middle of the mattress and it collapses and the sound it makes is like the loudest clap you've ever heard. And
I went on the top turnbuckle and dropped an elbow on the bed, basically, and it collapsed. It went, bam, it collapsed. And a lot of people were like, yo, were they in on it? Were they in on it? And they didn't know. The owner of the furniture store actually hit me up and he's like, yo, man, I want you to do a video on my store. I was like, all right. Came up with the idea of just going out as Chip Diamond and just busting balls. And I set it up. I was like, all right, the first joke will be this, me knocking over a leg of the table. We set it up so the table slams. I said, get a jar full of these little marbles. So they just
splashes
glass marbles on a cement floor rolling everywhere. And a guy just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then, the next one, me opening a drawer and rigging it so it just breaks and falls apart like crap, and then the grand finale was rigging the bed so it would break when I jumped on it, and it broke and just made but yeah, those guys didn't know.
And he's like, would you like to take it? You're like, this?
Yeah.
The guy's like, I mean, the facial expressions, you could tell it was so genuine. It was ridiculous, bro. I mean, I would venture to say that some people, it would be so interesting to see how many people watched it multiple times. Because I know I'm like 100 of something on, like, you know what I'm saying? Some of those, it doesn't really give you the accurate viewage because there's 100,000 views, but every single person watched it 10 times.
Right. And not only that, how many times are you showing a clip to 10 other people or watching a video that 10 other people?
As many times as I watched.
Counting as one view, but so the views are not accurate though.
Yeah.
I know
It's a group thing sometimes, most of the time.
Always.
And not
I mean,
to mention-
Especially with comedy.
Not to mention, like, okay, so the Just Look at It video on my YouTube channel has like 30 something million views or whatever it is.
holy.
But that video has well over 1 billion views, without a doubt. How I know this, because I've seen it on Facebook pages that had 30, 40 million views on it it wasn't my page. They uploaded it without my permission, which I don't care, but I've seen that multiple times everywhere. This page showed it. This page posted it. You know, big auto, a lot of car.
That one's super
Facebook
viral.
pages, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, that meme of me pointing clip, you know, I saw it shared one day and it had 650,000 likes in one day.
Oh,
I didn't post it. You know, I would have loved to have the credit for that, but
yeah.
you know,
I think that's
what about when Bieber posted you, but he didn't tag you?
Wow.
he didn't tag me. I don't know.
Did
I
he
don't care.
tag you?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
In the end, yes, he did.
Did he tag? Okay.
Yeah. I think.
Well,
I think
here's
you
my
said.
thoughts on
I
that.
think you said someone tell this dude to tag me.
Ed's fans.
Oh, no. What
Ed's
happened?
fans
Here's what
don't
happened.
play.
No, here's what happened. He posted one of my videos on his page and didn't tag me, which I don't care, dude. Like,
Yeah.
my
But
boy
everyone
Rube-
started tagging
yeah,
you.
yeah. And well, even my boy Rube
That's
was like,
Ed's
yo, they didn't
fans.
tag you. And I'm like, that's all good. But then he hit me up and he's like, yo, I'm going to dress up as Chip Diamond for Halloween. I was
Oh,
like, all right, yeah.
wow.
So then he sent me a clip of him wearing a knockoff Coogee sweater
Yeah.
and a wig and doing. And I was like, honestly, I've seen better. Stick to the singing, pal.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, bro.
Anyway, so
But
yeah,
did he
yeah.
end up doing it?
So yeah, he did it. Oh yeah, he
He
did it.
posted Ed
posted
multiple
that.
times
Yeah,
too.
okay.
3-4 posts.
So he tagged me or whatever. But he's hit me up and asked me to do a couple videos for him for his I think it was
Drew,
who's Drew?
his company he owns.
The clothing company.
Clothing company, yeah.
No, he asked me to just do like a happy birthday message for his little sister, and
that's
then
dope
something
as hell,
else. I
man.
think. And his dad and I go back. His dad sent me some merch from his company. His dad's cool as shit. He watches my
Dope.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then when I sent him the video, he's like, yeah, let me know if you ever, Justin told me, let me know if you ever need anything like me to make you a cameo video for somebody or whatever.
Oh man,
But I never
that's
hit him up
fire.
because, I'm
Nah,
not like that.
when you
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
Canada, that's when you go swing by. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have a day. I mean,
Yeah.
but what's so dope is that Justin Bieber dressed up as Chip Diamond for Halloween. I mean,
Fuck,
that's
that was
magic,
cool.
bro. Come on.
legendary.
That was. I remember that night and I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
And you're just scratching the surface. I already know that. I mean, the platform you're about to go on and how things are rolling now, I just see it getting so big. I mean,
All right,
we've been telling.
Let's go.
Yeah, I already know.
Get into when you were first starting, like how scared you were and like how long did it really take? I mean, if you started YouTube in 2006, we're in 2021. That's already 15 years. Like,
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
what were you doing
so it's-
before that?
Well, I was in the cell phone industry for 8 years. I won't get too much into it, but I sold cell phones and worked in retail. And then, when I started doing YouTube, it took about a year to a year and a half before I started making money. And then maybe a total of 2 years before I could quit everything and just do that. And I've been doing it for a living ever since. And it's been comfortable living. I've been able to provide for my family and,
Do what you love.
do what I love, dude. And,
I see you Coogee down. I mean, you're not fucking around there.
yeah, fucking Adidas slides and one shorts from Walmart.
I
But,
did see those. I was like, man, my boy's nostalgic. He's not.
I don't give
he's
a- I
still
don't
living
give a
it,
shit,
baby.
bro. I don't
East
give a
Coast,
shit.
He's still
I don't
living
care.
it. He's
I don't
going
care,
Philly
dude.
all day.
I can afford it if I want to, not at all, but some of that stuff. And I don't want that. You know what I mean?
Bro. Straight up.
Bro, I
Yeah.
hang out with my family.
Yeah, you are.
we just really have fun. Me and Ruben have fun. We get to go and do stuff that nobody else gets to do, and we never take it for granted. We appreciate it, and we try to pay it forward all the time. And it is what it is.
I mean, one of the big perks is traveling. When did you start getting some traction to where you were able to start traveling and like moving around?
right
a
when
little
it
bit, making
started
these skits?
popping with a year and a half, 2 years into it with
That's
YouTube, a production company, Maker Studios, acquired my YouTube channel and they were producing my content and bringing me out to LA all the time.
Oh,
And
dope.
I was going everywhere, bro.
Wow.
We haven't been outside of the US with this yet.
So you're
I
putting
was-
up videos and they came in and said, yo, let's take this and amp it up some and we'll
Yeah.
get behind you and
Yeah.
basically start. Oh,
yeah, and that's
dope,
a whole
man.
nother story. But
Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah,
Because it's not easy cutting these videos. and
Hell
shit.
no.
no,
People
it's
don't
not.
realize that.
No, it's not. So now this
And
thing
if
was
you miss it, I'm sure you, Ed, you got to focus on just being you and do your thing. Now you
Yeah.
got to worry about who's shooting what angle and where this.
it's
Hold
tough,
on.
bro.
and-
It's tough. I gotta say,
Yeah.
this crew working with Burner and going forward. I think I'm gonna do a lot with Burner.
yeah.
A lot with these guys because Burner really wants to tap into the comedy world and he wants to be a producer and creator, bro. Like me and him are on set and we're creating together and really we're just hanging out, vibing, laughing our asses off. And we're getting like awesome content. So it's just now I know I vibe with this crew, bro. His crew is legit.
Yes.
Like we just all vibed. It made sense. It's the best filming experience. One of the best I've ever
organic.
had.
You can tell it's organic, man. And Jigga, he's got powers up. I saw those guys in the picture with you. It's all, you know, Jiggly, honestly,
all those guys.
Exactly. It's all the head guys.
Shout out to Sebastian over there, CB4.
Yeah,
that's my big dog right there.
And he's been hanging tough, bro. He'll shoot with us all day and then go back to the Cookie's house and still be shooting just like BTS.
Yeah, he don't play. He lives.
Got to edit it.
He really lives it straight up.
And the stuff that we're filming, I'm going to be editing with Burner in Montana, I guess.
That's fire.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, we're going to start editing that ASAP and bring this heat.
Man, that's going to be so dope to see all that roll out. Hell yeah.
Straight up. So about a year and a half, 2 years in, it starts rolling around. You're able to travel around and move around. I was just saying, as you haven't been out of the U.S. yet, I think when you do, you definitely add some new characters to that.
Oh, absolutely. We'll do that. We'll do that.
You go out of the U.S. and UK, all these, man, I want to see the Ed Bassmaster.
Yeah, bro. Worldwide. Let's go worldwide.
Ed Bassmaster at Spanibus, the largest
Hey.
weed convention in the world.
If you want to come,
Bro, yeah. We're going out there.
100%.
All right, let's go.
Unbelievable.
Ready?
Spain, Barcelona,
Exactly.
March. We'll be there.
Yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
guys.
Forget this
Good
second
times,
strand
good times.
bullshit. We're definitely not we're not going for that.
Nah. That's dope.
No, but just getting back into your story as you're going through, what kept you in Philly? You were just talking about kind of like the difference between Hollywood and Philly. Like what's kept you in Philly, and do you feel like that's kind of kept you true to your core and true to your fan base? Or?
Yeah. Just East Coast, born and raised, and I'm happy with it. And my family and network and friends out there. I would be stupid to move anywhere. Like legit, it's little things like going into Philly Soft Pretzel Factory, getting pretzels, and the guy's like, yo, that's on me, bro. I'm a fan. And that shit happens all the time in Philly. You know, they love me, dude, and I love them. And I'm, even though I'm in South Jersey, in which a lot of Philly people are, yo, why the fuck are you moving over the bridge? It's like, relax. I'm 15 minutes from my old house.
It's
literally
like that.
I'm 15 minutes away from the house I was in for the last 20 years in Northeast Philly. I'm right across the bridge in South Jersey, literally. And I still hang out in Philly every day anyways.
Yeah.
I'm in Philly like literally almost every day. So I forget what I was saying.
No, I feel
hilarious.
you. And you're living 15 minutes away. You're still technically in Philly.
But for them,
but you
they're
had to
like-
level up. You need something bigger, and
Oh yeah.
for your
So
family.
why did I move over there? Was because that was the best opportunity for me to get a decent place for my family and be the closest to Philly. Because I'm so close to Philly, dude. I from my street, I can see the skyline of Philly.
That's epic.
And I'm like 2 miles from the bridge.
Oh, that's dope then.
So it's perfect, and it's just outside. So I'm in the cut. It's nice. It's family oriented out there, and everybody in my neighborhood that I've met so far is from Northeast Philly.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
All the
it's a
migrants.
good
extension.
and it's a good mix too, bro. It's not all this. It's not all that. It's a nice mix.
Yeah.
and everybody gets along, and there's no bullshit there.
Do you not try to film where you live? Is that like
yeah, I
shit
don't-
where you eat type thing?
Yeah. I don't do a whole lot of filming there. I don't
You'll
want
go
to.
into Philly
I don't
and
want
do your
to,
thing?
I don't want to blow their spot. It's a great little town. You know what I mean? It's a secret. It's like what do you call it? A hidden secret, whatever, hidden gem.
Yeah.
A little hidden gym. You got a nice.
Yeah, I love it
little
there,
nest
dude.
over
I
there.
love it. I love the town, and bro, I've been welcomed with open arms. Like the cops, the that, the business, the neighbors. They knew who I was, and they came, and bro, it's love out there, bro.
That's
So
dope.
I'll never move anywhere. I like it there.
Fucking Jersey doing it right, and they just went recreational. So
Yeah.
we should be seeing some fire out there soon.
Yes, sir. I'd like to get involved with that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Psh.
I mean, dude, if anyone should have a cannabis company out in Philly, it should be Ed.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
no,
I'm
straight up.
networking. You know, I'm making some moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get some black leaf in there. Don't worry about it. Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
No, I see.
That'll be my first brand.
I see when you were getting your new house, you were fucking with the landscapers and shit.
Yeah.
So you do fuck
So-
around. You give me a roll with that
so
shit.
that's right. So that's non-descriptive. You can't tell where that's at. You know what I'm saying?
straight
That's
up.
my house. You know what I mean? But you know, these guys come through and they want to do this. They want to have fun, and I want to have fun. So all right, let's go. Every time I have somebody come to my house, I think, okay, opportunity. You know?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I was gonna ask, when people come over and do shit for you, whatever, do you start fucking around with them?
No, not really.
Depends if
It's
you're in
kind of
the
tough.
mood.
I try to lay low because I don't want everybody to know where I live. You know what I mean?
Burn
Get
it
some
out.
ideas like, you know, I'm sleeping on a mattress full of money or some shit.
Yeah.
Which I'm not. I repeat, I am not.
It's coming though. It's seeming like this movie content. Like, to be honest, we talk about it a lot. Like for the cannabis community, there's not a lot of content out there.
No.
There's not a lot of entertainment. There's not a lot of relatable scenarios and
it's the
characters.
Same, it's the same way I feel about bass fishing. Bass fishing, you know, I've been doing it since I was a little kid, but they haven't cross promoted well to, in my opinion, to make it more universal. Because you know, I always think to myself, the only people that are going to watch bass fishing are people that bass fish, and it's a really small niche. Let's integrate the two so organically that it like kind of brings people into it, you know, not so shoving it down your throat. And the same thing with the cannabis industry. I can do the same thing there. I'm the guy that knows how to bridge the two and do it organically and not do it like so loud, like, hey, buy this, ram it down their throat.
It comes through with comedy.
Yeah.
So it's a lighter.
It's easy to take in.
I do comedy and I post up a video of me fishing like on my story, and I'm adding my humor to it. And then I got people, yo, man, that looks fun. Like, what kind of setup do you recommend for me to start fishing? And that's what I want to do is like, you know, I want people to see the fun of it and the good of weed. You know what I mean? Like, it's not so, you know, like stigmatized and black label. Like, come on, it's people are drinking and going to bars and then leaving and killing people. You know, like we're chilling, and the weed community, everywhere I've been, the weed community, everybody gets along and everybody's cool.
Yes,
I agree.
Yeah. And
way
it's
less
very
destructive
giving.
and way less. You can live
see bar fights at a weed convention.
Never.
Hell no.
No.
You can live a life on cannabis.
Yes.
You can do it every day and still live a great life.
You can function.
You can't do that on alcohol.
Exactly. And you can function, in my opinion, I don't know, I don't want to say clearer minded, but just
higher vibration.
I mean, it's like
what
cannabis and comedy it go hand in hand.
What do you think it does for your process? Like, do you smoke a joint or something before your show, or like what's your ritual before the show?
Right now, it's just there's no ritual, but I just always have a joint on deck, and that's it. I just always have a joint on deck,
even in your creative process,
even wherever, bro. We walked into the airport in Philly. I walked in the airport with a lit joint. I wasn't putting it out. I got in the elevator at the airport. About to go to TSA, got out of the airport. There's fucking TSA right there. Stopped it out on their rug and fucking. I'm always gonna smoke. You can't tell me.
TSA, they doing shit different in Philly.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna smoke, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I apologize, but I don't really care. Bye.
Yeah.
You know, because you're gonna catch flack here, and you know, even from like family that
it's tough.
Aren't for it. It is tough, but if they realize,
it's harmless.
If they just realize,
yeah. And that's the hardest part. And that's honestly why I'm from the East Coast too. I'm from Florida, and I moved out here because of that stigma, because it was such a turmoil and such a thing. And and even in my creative process, it was like, man, I love this thing that I get so much flack for. I love this thing that helps me, but people don't understand it. Like, man, why don't, and meanwhile they have their other vices or they have all their other stuff, and it's not going, you know, tit for tat, but it's just like, man, I wish they would just have some understanding that this is, I don't drink, I don't do this, but this actually helps my creative process, my mindset. I'm a more giving, more kind person with this.
Yeah.
Who am I harming?
Yep.
And I mean, especially with creatives, I have some strains, and that's honestly when I breed and when I grow, I tailor all my stuff towards creatives, like my strains and stuff, like a lot of the Fruity Pebble. It's high terpene and high THC. That combination of those two, I think for creatives is the one, because it opens up. It's like aromatherapy. So you get that with the high THC, and I mean, boom, you're set.
Now, here's going to be something that some people are going to disagree with or whatever. If I smoke weed and I really like it, I can't tell if it's a sativa or an indica.
And you shouldn't care.
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's like THC percentage.
My thing is like,
doesn't matter.
My thing is like, okay, you show me a nugget, I look at it, it looks beautiful. I smell it, it smells good.
Mm-hmm.
It's the right texture, consistency, perfect weed to me. Grind it up, it rolls a perfect joint, right? It burns perfectly all the way to the end. It tastes good, and I feel good.
I don't
give a fuck if it's sativa or indica. I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even care what the strain is.
Yes.
So,
you shouldn't either.
right.
And it shouldn't matter. It's how you feel.
Okay.
And that's why, I mean, it could be any, and that's the dope thing about this is that there's so many other strains. You can literally love the grower. Like, oh man, I love the way this guy grows weed, but these strains aren't for me. It's the same with a chef, right? This guy's an amazing cook, and he can grill the best steak ever, but he cooks some crazy ass shit I don't like. But then you find a certain chef who does both. He has the palate you like, and he cooks the food you like. Yep. It's the same thing. And
yeah, man,
super important. And I mean, I would love to get to the point where I know where once you have your own strain, and you just constantly have that, you know, and then you go from there and you have different offshoots.
Yeah, I'm spoiled, dude. I I got to have black leaf in my life.
I would
something fire, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And I'm, it gets challenging. It gets challenging on the, the East Coast, but I think that it's going to catch up probably within the next year, 2 years. I would say you'll start seeing some Cali strains, some Cali companies and stuff like that. We're seeing it now just coming in Florida, Alien Labs, Jungle Boys, Cookies.
I met those Alien Labs. We had something from them when we were in Florida. Somebody gave us their stuff.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Yeah. That just shows you.
No, it's just crazy. It's everywhere. I mean, it's like anything. Could you imagine if the best alcohol, or just whatever, like if alcohol wasn't legal or whatever, like the best alcohol, I mean, it would end up all over the world.
Yeah. It still does.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I mean, with Japanese whiskey, that's a big thing, right? It's very hard to get Japanese whiskey. So people will pay upwards of $10,000 a bottle for these limited batches of Japanese whiskey. And the US is like, it's very hard to get here. People actually fly there, pick them up and fly back.
So yeah, it goes everywhere. It goes to Spain. It goes everywhere. I mean,
but isn't that like anything? That's even like comedy. People will fly out to these shows, and I'm sure you get that all the time. People flying out to see you because
we had people that drove 12 hours to see the show, and I was like,
fucking awesome.
And I was like,
12 hours.
A whole weekend.
Did you come out here for something else? No, we came out here for you. I was like, Jesus Christ, bro, it's touching,
Yeah, man.
When you come around and do the tour, where are you thinking about heading with it?
Everywhere.
That's awesome.
Everywhere I can go, as long as I can do it. And the money is great, but it's not really my sole motivation. My sole motivation is all these people that have been watching me for 10 years, and they're like, dude, when are you coming? I want to see you. And I want to give them that experience, and I want to experience it too.
Yeah.
How are you going to go about that? Like the bookings and stuff?
Well, I have a touring agent and I have a manager, and the team.
They go around and see which areas the most demand is, and
I'm not really sure how they.
We can't get into all that, boss.
I don't know. No, I got kind of time, boss. Oh, man.
You know what's funny is I could see Ed opening up for like Metallica, dude, like straight up.
I just met the bassist.
He's
Trujillo.
A dope. Yeah.
Yeah. He was at the Cookies opening, right?
Damn.
Crazy shit, bro. I'm standing there, right? And I see him walk by, and I'm like, yo, he looks like the bassist for Metallica, right? Except he was like this tall, dude. He was really, really short. And I was like, nah, because I swear I didn't.
When you idolize someone, they're 7 feet tall. Yeah.
Well, plus all the pictures that you see him playing that gnarly bass, he looks 7 foot tall, bro.
Yeah.
So he walks by, and then somebody comes up to me and like, yo, that's the bassist from Metallica. I'm like, but he came up to me and shook my hand. Like, I don't know if he knew me, but he left. He's like, yo, and he
probably did.
Shook my hand.
Yeah.
And the guy that he was with shook my hand, and he said he was a fan himself. Whoever that guy was.
Dope.
So I was like, that was him. I fucking chased him down, and he's like, yeah, bro. And it did a little clip on my story. Yeah.
Oh man, that's fucking
epic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because back
in
the
there
day,
getting smoke or what?
I don't even know.
I mean, if not, he was there to meet Ed too. So it was 1-on-1. That's so dope.
No, I'm sure he was over there.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think he was there to meet me, but
no, yeah. He was there for probably the opening and shit. That's fire as fuck. Bringing in dudes like that, legends.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking crazy. Well, shit, man.
Well, guys, it's been great. How long is this? What do you say? All right.
We're gonna fucking wrap it up here.
Wrap it up here in about a minute or two or what? I gotta pee again. I'm hungry.
A little bit more smoke.
I gotta get a plane tomorrow morning.
but it's been
we need
awesome,
you on here another hour. It's usually a 2-hour show.
It's 55 minutes. You need to stretch it to an hour. I got that, but.
No, man. It's been awesome, bro. I
appreciate the friendship and man. I appreciate, everything you've done, sending stuff out. Meant a lot, bro. I always mention you. I always talk about you guys.
Oh man, I just like looking out for you, bro. I just make sure you're smoking right.
It's genuine, dude. You came out last couple times ago. We came out to LA. Lance showed up to where we're staying, with gifts.
You already know he's big. And to be honest, he does that with everybody, bro.
Yeah, it's appreciated.
He's just like that. You know what I mean? He really is like that. If he thinks you're a good dude, he comes with gifts every time he sees you.
It was funny. I met up at Ed's, and Ed wanted to make sure I wasn't like a weirdo. Yeah. So as soon as I knew Ed touched down and shit, I came bearing gifts, and then we met in the front of the house, and I was like, here you go and shit. And we talked there for a few minutes, and then he was like, felt me out, and then he was like, all right, yeah, let's go smoke. Let's go hang out, Yeah. But it was just funny. But yeah, man.
You was thinking too much into it because it wasn't even that.
Okay, I was like, we're standing in the front of the house. I was like, yeah, here's a bunch of weed, bro. I don't know.
No, I never had no doubts. Nah.
Yeah, but it's
I get those intuitions, believe me.
I want to make sure if he comes to LA that he's smoking fire, that's clean, that's grown right, that for his creative process, if I can help that even in the tiniest percentage, that's what I'm about. So
100%. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Boss. You want a strength.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you, bro.
After this,
no problem,
appreciate
boss.
you and everything.
Boss. Appreciate y'all.
First
You the
smoke
man,
of the
bro.
day with
Expect-
Ed.
They starting a third.
expect expect some shit from Ed the Bassmaster within the cannabis industry, man. You definitely are making some power moves with the probably the top power player in the whole damn industry. So I love to see that and for you to make time and do all this shit, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
On to the next one, right, fellas?
Hell yeah.
Hey,
All
man.
that. All right.
All
Been
that,
nice.
boss. All that.
Love you guys. Take care. Peace.
Wrapping up episode 11, first smoke of the day. Peace.
Peace.